Virgo, welcome to your Celtic cross reading. What's up? What's going on? Show me, Virgo, please. What's going on for Virgo? Okay. Like always, take it resonates, leave it as not. And if there's more than one energy on this board today that is apparent to you, then you reverse them as you see fit. But do keep in mind, this is your collective reading, okay? Not about a them or they, but them and theys do have a tendency to pop up. What's going on, please? Show me, Virgo. Like always, these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate, frustrating, but normal. Check your other placements. Show me, Virgo, please. Show me, Virgo. Show me, Virgo. Show me, Virgo. Show me, Virgo. What's going on, please, for Virgo? What's going on? Ace of Pentacles. Oh, yes. Two of Wands. Oh, that seems to be a matter of time then. Okay. Influencing energy is the devil. Could be a double, triple Earth. You could have some Capricorn in your chart. We'll get there. But it's a rather sizable influence. Recent past, Knight of Cups, exiting the moon. Good things should be coming clear to you, even if it hurts. I understand. It's okay. The point is you're doing something about it now. That's all right. I'd rather the moon be on the exit than be before you in your future. So keep that in mind. So I'd rather see that Five of Cups than the moon. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see, the Five of Pentacles, your strengths, Three of Swords, the environment. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, hopes and fears. You as the outcome, as the Empress. That's beautiful. It looks like you are taking ownership of something that's been weighing on your mind and your heart for some time. Good. I'd rather you step into that ownership as opposed to deny it. Okay, that's always a good thing in my book. Okay, let's do it. Let's talk about it. Just by the way, I may not clarify all of these. Some of them speak for themselves, particularly that moon. Maybe that Three of Swords, but we shall see. The Ace of Pentacles, when the Earth signs show me an Ace of Pentacles, well, we got to clarify it, guys. We got to clarify it. Something that you've been making a decision on. It's looking like you're arriving to a conclusion here. Do I accept a new opportunity? Or am I creating this for myself? Am I stepping into this? Am I stepping up to it? Is it being presented to me? Very curious. You're making a decision, though. It's shaping. It's taking shape as we speak. Let's see that Ace of Pentacles, please. Show me that Ace of Pentacles. Show me that Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. The Magician. The Knight of Cups. Very fascinating. Ooh. Oh. Yes. Oh. Did you know you were Cleopatra in another life? That kind of thing? I'm kidding. Never. You know what? I'm going to refrain. Christina. Nobody wants to hear it. Okay. So, heart of the reading, Ace of Pentacles. There is an Ace of Pentacles, something that's real. Something once you said, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna show up for this. Eight of Cups. You're like, I'm not gonna show up for this. I walked away from it. I leave it be. And now your heart space is kind of doing a 180, and that's okay. That's fine, guys. How we feel about things change. I wish people understood that more when they were watching tarot. The heart space changes. How we feel about something, be it Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Swords, is subject to change. Yours, however, was very slow, and that's okay. That's fine. That just means it's an honest opinion of what you're feeling now, as opposed to, say, how you initially felt about something. It says it requires you to show up. The Ace of Pentacles, bare minimum. It requires you to show up. You know this. And however it is you used to show up for it, you're saying this is an Ace of Pentacles you're familiar with, but you personally disengaged from it. Walked away from it, said this is not for me, thank you very much. I don't know how much time has passed, but what you used to reject, your feeling wasn't there, you weren't available for it, I don't know. Whatever that is starting to turn around. The Magician's here authorizing a Knight of Cups, some sort of pivot in the heart that says, I used to be, no. Not engaged, and now I kind of want to. So you're showing me a change of heart, literally a change of heart over something that's showing up as an Ace of Pentacles, something that you could engage with, invest in, make true. You've actually been tinkering with it for some time with the Two of Wands, and that Knight of Cups is in your recent past. So I want to see what changed in your heart space. I will be clarifying that. But the decision's before you, so I'm not going to clarify that Two of Wands. It speaks for itself. The decision's before you. And you can kind of see and sense for yourself about your heart on a particular matter, how it has changed. Some opportunity here once you could not see yourself engaging in or investing in. A 180 has occurred, and you see it now as a decision from the heart, which means, if you step into it or step up to it, you have to know that you want to do it, right? And you're kind of saying, now I know I want to do it. Good. Good. Now, the devil influences. It's hovering. Let's take a look. We shall see. Show me that devil, please. Show me that devil. Show me that devil. Show me the devil. Excuse the heavy background noise. It's pickup day in my neighborhood. Show me the devil, please. Although with the new microphone, I can't help but notice that it's really muffled. Well, that's the whole point. But still, I have that inherent need to apologize for noises that I have no control over. Honey, I'm one of those types. I'm what you call a good host. I can't help it. I work from home. This is my home. So when I read for people, it feels like I'm hosting. It's hard for me to explain. I don't expect you to understand. That just kind of tells me you don't do what I do. I take hosting very seriously. That's why, because my home is my heart, So anyway, it's kind of like I'm inviting you to my home, and I'm sorry for the noise. That's all. Judgment. The 4 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. There's a spiritual lesson here attached to you about you can stay. So this is an emotional pattern I'm seeing for you that's been influencing you for a hot minute, and you absolutely hate it. And it's something that you're trying to come to terms with spiritually as well as emotionally. So bravo to you. You're saying feeling stuck in emotional rut is a choice. Oh, is it? I usually have to tell that to people point blank, and they don't like hearing that point. So I'm glad that you came to that conclusion for yourself. To stay upset about something, you're saying is a choice. I can either sit here like an a-hole and just wallow in my sadness and upsetness. What that is to you, I don't know. I'm just using the simplest language possible to get across the point. What you've been upset about, I don't know. But you're saying it's had a grip on me with the devil here way too long, and that's on me. Good job, Virgo. I wish more people would understand that. It is a choice. You can either insist, somebody stole my sweets when I was 10 years old, and I'm 40 years old, and I haven't gotten over it to this day, because that would be like a very low example of a 4 of Cups attached to the devil. Something we refuse to get over, and refusing to believe that we can, because that 4 of Cups has a strong grip, guys. It really does. Somebody insulted me 20 years ago, and I never got over it, and I've been looking to take it out on somebody else ever since. No, that's our own personal bullshit. Isn't it? With the devil there, it gets quite strong. And we've had a spiritual awakening here. Not to be cheesy, but it's there. So we're going to roll with the cheese. We've had a spiritual awakening. And it's like I can either stay in this wellness, right? That sad cesspool of emotions, or I can get out of that 10 of Cups. Good job. Very good. It's not going to be an overnight process. You're going to have to make more inroads about what emotional expanse is, what it means to you, and how you experience it. You start there, though. You work your way outward. Okay? What you're saying is it's a choice to be happy, and it's a hard choice to make, especially since you got used to feeling negative for a while. I understand. But again, that just means you appreciate the reality of the situation and that you don't want to be there anymore. So again, good job. You could have kept on rocking that 4 of Cups at the devil. Did you see the power of choice? I can keep doing this, or I can see it for what it is, call myself on it, and make other choices. Very good. Okay, we are going to go ahead and clarify that Knight of Cups in the past, because I see how your heart space has changed a little bit on that 180 with the Ace of Pentacles. You saying you're changing your heart on this helps eliminate some of the sadness that you've been experiencing, or forcing yourself to repress, like it doesn't hurt you or doesn't upset you. So you accepting that you want to work towards this Ace of Pentacles, making decisions on it, has freed up your heart space. So I really want to see what kept your Knight from moving in this direction to begin with. Let's see that Knight of Cups. 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 Show me that Knight of Cups, please. Let's see that Knight of Cups. One of the hardest choices you'll ever make as a human being is to get yourself happy when you feel like you have no reason to. So good on you. Don't rush that. It'll take a minute. The Hierophant, the Tower, the Star. Whoa! Ooh, the lolly! Something hit you hard in the past. In that recent past, that Knight of Cups. There's that 180 I was looking for. Why'd you change the heart? Oh! The Star is really prominent on this one. We had to give ourselves permission here to understand that something has impacted us and it's actually a desire. Aye, aye, aye. We had to commit to acknowledging this disruption on our timeline. You spent a lot of time saying this doesn't affect me, or I can't participate, or I'm not in it like that, or I don't feel it like that, whatever that Ace of Pentacles is to you. And thus I see your Knight of Cups changing direction. Now that the admission's here, this actually deeply affected me. And it may have actually, Christina, affected me for the better. I just didn't know it at the time. Yeah. The Hierophant and the power of the Hierophant's real, guys. Everybody just defaults to commitment. Yeah, that's a very simple word. Let's reframe it. Permissions, yes or no. He tends to say yes to what he can stand by with a certain level of confidence. Okay? You cannot underestimate the power of permission. More so when it comes to standing by those impactful moments that says this indeed was impactful, and it turns out it was something I deeply desired. Perhaps I didn't know that at the time and I couldn't stand by it, but I can kind of see it and feel it now. So, beautiful. Good for you. There's 3 majors on that Knight of Cups there. So your heart is doing a powerful 180. How interesting. The moon is on the exit. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess. I don't think I need to clarify that, guys. The unknown, I've already dismissed it. It was something that came forward to you in a powerful way because it was under your moon. We had to take time to figure it out. So it's, from what I'm seeing here, it's on the exit. Whatever it is that you kept buried under there, said it wasn't important or I'm not involved, that's clearly going away, which is what we want. I don't need to clarify that one. I see where you had your learning curve, I suppose. And what you're experiencing up here is also the weight of that decision. Okay. In terms of now I have to execute it. So good. All right. Let's see that 5 of Cups before you. Let's see that 5 of Cups. Show me that 5 of Cups. Yeah, we have all the Earth here today. A little bit of Aquarius too. A little bit of Pisces, but all the Earth is here. Capricorn and Taurus. Oh, yes. Let's see that 5 of Cups, please. Let's do one more. Show me that 5 of Cups. Show me that 5 of Cups. Five of Pentacles, Temperance. Good job, good job, good job. If I could just take your reading and make Taurus watch it, I feel like you're showing me the exact opposite of what they had. This is wonderful. You're showing me another side to a very similar coin. I'm not saying it's the exact same, but it's a very similar coin. This is the other side of it. If they gave me A, you're giving me B, honey. Okay. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, Temperance, Ace of Cups. You're saying you need to heal within you any sense of fear of abandonment that's old as well as current. For your own sense of heart. For your own sense of heart. It could be that your heart's literally on the line here in the future. That's, I don't mean to be dramatic, but, you know, it's there. Can't say it's not. I see you at some point in the future choosing to amend a bridge. Within you, I believe at first, and then it goes external. It seems to be healing your heart and possibly setting you up for, I believe, future Ace of Cup orientation. Love. But everything begins with the self. Your willingness to heal your own fears of abandonment, 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles are not that far apart. They're both fears based on reality and experiences, or what we perceive to be something that could hurt us based on past experiences. So the Five of Pentacles is abandonment in the real world. You left me, I left this behind. I'm also afraid of it for that reason, because I've experienced it before. And the Five of Cups is emotional abandonment. This hurts, and this is probably always going to hurt. So it's going to always influence me about future decisions I make in love or otherwise. Both are abandonment. Temperance, the willingness to heal it, begins with the self. And as you do, you open up your heart space quite a bit. That's why I think you are actually setting yourself up for something else in your heart later. You have motivation here. It's powerful motivation. But it begins with you. All things do. Okay. There's that Five of Pentacles here. Your strengths is actually what you are afraid of. Abandonment. Knowing when to let things go. That includes people too. If it's your strength, that means you've had high exposure to it before. And if you've had high exposure to real abandonment, either being abandoned or you having to pull the trigger on abandonment, it doesn't feel good either way. You can fear it equally. Okay? Okay, we're going to go ahead and switch. I like to switch right around the midpoint. Let's see that Five of Pentacles. It's in your strengths, honey. I know. You fear your own strength. Not because it feels that good, but because it feels that devastating. The people I find who are most equipped in their superpowers want the least to do with it. You know, isn't that so true? The person who's most in line to lead doesn't want anything to do with leadership. They don't want the power. You don't like your own ability to abandon if you had to, because it's right. So, something here clearly changed and shaped your heart. And therefore it got out of your unknown fears. Because you don't want to fear it. You want to line yourself up in a position to receive it. Which is good. Let's see that Five of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. Six of Swords, Death, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, see? Right here. Yeah, you're that person who has the power to do this, and you don't like the power. Yeah. Six of Swords, Death, Eight of Wands. If you want, it's in your strengths. You could shut down something that's not functioning, and you know it. You could move on from it, kill it. It's done. It's done. It's up to you, though. So you would be the person who prompted abandonment if you needed to. You're actually quite good at it. That probably scares you a little bit. So is that why you fell into a pattern of emotional sadness and upsetness? Because it would be easier than getting confrontational about your lack of happiness and your ability to invest in something that you changed your heart about. It influenced you. You understood your desire for it, but that means you had to start making decisions. Particularly letting go of your sense of fear of abandonment or that's going to hurt you. It's like, Virgo, honey, we're never going to be able to open our heart again. If we keep fearing this, we know better. Oh, I know some of you forgot what it's like, but that doesn't lessen your strength. It's like riding a bike. You have to remember how to ride it again, and that you want to, and that it's a good thing to do. And that when you abandon something via your bike, it allows you to go into new terrain, but you have to know that you want that. I don't know what this is that impacted your timeline so much that it got you out of the moon. It got you out of this sense of being upset and angry. Yeah, upset, depressed maybe. I don't know what it is that affected you so deeply, but I'm glad it did. Because it allows you to get confrontational about closing old wounds. And that you still have a right to hope for other things. You still have a right to desire other things. And that means, closing old wounds. Or you can get yourself in a position to accept the Ace of Pentacles. I know you rejected it at first, but the reasons now are quite clear. The point is, the Virgo I'm looking at today, what are you going to do about it now? And you're making choices now. Let's see that Three of Swords, please, in your environment. I want to see what still strikes your heart, though. Because Three of Swords, unfortunately, is fresh pain. Also with the sense of fear of rejection, but I guess my point is, what's rejecting you in your environment? Because something is striking you now. It's not just fear of the past and past repercussions and how they can roll up on you in future. There's something else that's causing you pain now. Let's see that Three of Swords. The Five of Cups is current. King of Wands, the Knights of Swords. Okay. There's something here that causes you pain now. Your energy is rising towards it to take action. Okay. So you're not just trying to let go of abandonment issues. You're saying there's something here you currently have to sort out too, which is, again, why it's under, is I shouldn't have to do this again, but you are. There's something here that you need to be rid of. And I think the only reason you haven't made progress is because it's provoking your old fears of I would have to deal with it myself if I wanted to move on from it, and I didn't want to have to deal with this again. But there's something here that you admit that while you're used to it, you want to take action towards it. It would require you to activate abandonment principles, and you didn't want to have to do it again. Yet nevertheless you are. Something that doesn't seem to emotionally support you anymore. It is both past as well as present, so it's been with you for a long time, and it's one of the reasons why you find yourself down in the dumps a lot. A lot. And you're saying, in order to accept an Ace of Pentacles and to put myself in a position to accept an Ace of Cups, there's something I need to deal with now. It needs to be let go of now. Like a underperforming employee, except it's something closer to you in life. Okay. So again, I don't know when that tower hit. I don't know when the moon began to fade for you, but I'm glad it did. It's giving you a lot of insight about yourself and what it is that you need to be doing. Okay. All right, let's see that Queen of Pentacles, your hopes and your fears. Love, nurturing of the self. Knowing your own worth, knowing your own value. Therefore, for earth signs specifically, you get that sense of comfort zone. Okay? And from your comfort zone, earth signs in particular, again, they have a launch point about where they can go. But it comes from a personal sense of security first. Okay? Take care of yourself. And you will never have to question your own comfort zone. When you know how to nurture and love yourself, you never have to doubt your decisions. Never mind put up with something else that's kept you locked in an emotional grip of unhappiness and fear, and I guess it just needs to stay this way. No, honey. I think you just... How else can I put this? You know that song, Eye of the Tiger? It's like you forgot your eye of the tiger. I know you don't like your strength, but it's your strength for a reason, even if you don't like the power and responsibility of it. You have to remember the eye of the tiger, there's a certain sense of hunger. I'm trying to achieve something, to feed something in me because it's good for me, not because it's bad for me. Okay. You need to remember your own sense of self-preservation, love of thyself. At Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, good God, honey. Ten of Wands, you really hate the responsibility of it. You hate it. I know you do. I know. You're afraid to break from this, even while it breaks you. That's why your strength is abandonment and endings. You don't want the responsibility of it. And yet hope and fear is hope and fear. Part of you wishes that level of resilience to end this because you know you can. Part of you is very afraid to. Hopes and fears are usually one and the same. That's what choice is. Real choice. Real choice. The make or break choices in life. is where, again, this is where you and Taurus have a similar segment. I'm going to tell you what I told them. Okay? Real choice is the choice you want the least of. So people will often tell you, I don't have a choice. Yes, you do. It just happens to be your most powerful because you don't want it. Everybody wants the easy choices. I want to buy a lottery ticket so I can win $1 million. I want to be able to choose dinner tonight. Those feel good, right? Those are easy. Those choices don't define the human race. They define marketing values and sales, food preferences, but they don't define us. How will you be defined? By the choices you insist you don't have or the choices that you do? Your strengths are your strengths for a reason, honey. You keep bringing it up. That means it needs to be dealt with. It's time. You want other things for yourself, and you had a complete change of heart about an Ace of Pentacles. Literally 180 in your heart, which is the best kind of change, is the 180 kind. And that's how you know it's legit. You're reminding me of a great passage because you're showing me your hesitancy about the new, making space for it, having to do the hard thing. Especially this influence down here. How do I know something is real, right? This is one of the reasons why the Hierophant has such a hard time with permission. Yeah, yes and no thing. How do I know it's real versus it's just a desire or an hallucination? Excellent question. A hallucination is where it's not real, it's make-believe. Okay. How do I tell the difference between just a high desire, a strong one, I grant you a strong one, and the realness? Okay. Did it change you? The high desires, the fantasies, they can be so very strong, yes, absolutely. But hallucinations ultimately don't change you because they're not real. They can have momentary havoc, can wreak momentary havoc on your life, yes. But again, it's not a hallucination, okay? I don't think. I'm saying high levels of desire and drive and things like that. So what do I stand by? This 180 feeling, which might open new opportunities for me, but then that puts me in the position of having to cut away old wounds and things that are ongoing. Okay. Did this change you? That's how you know the difference between, say, a bullshit desire that sounds good, like a flash in the pan, versus something that is real and tangible that you can stand by, as the Hierophant would like to do. Did it change you? That's how you know it's real and not just a desire, a fancy one. It's more than, the star is more than a 9 of Cups, guys. It's like desire plus. It's long-term vision for desires, hopes, and dreams plus. A little stronger. Did it change you? That's how you know it's real. And is it worth all this? I could have answered that anyway because I know you're worth it. If it means getting you out of 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the fear of both by you having to exact that one more time in order to achieve your 180, yeah, I would say it changed you. But you have to know that. Your hopes and fears, I'd have to 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and 10 of Wands. This. I don't know, is that a good representation of me? Only you can answer that. But I do know part of you hopes for it. It's in your skills, it's in your experience, and I'm sorry that it's there. But you are indeed strong enough to do it. And I know you hate that. You hate that, don't you? Like I said, people who don't want the responsibility of it, but they're actually good at it, they resent it. Okay. Let's see that Empress, please. Let's see the Empress. Queen of Swords, 8 of Cups, Ace of Cups. You're choosing your heart this time. Bravo. In the future, in your outcome, remember, we saw something very distinct here, ladies and gentlemen. Told you did a 180. There's your mind made up about the matter. You're choosing your highest self. Empowerment. You're saying it was anti-empowerment at the time, but I didn't know that. I couldn't see this Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Cups, which I told you were in a position coming up soon to put yourself in the position of experiencing it again. Okay? I don't know how you know that, but you do. You chose. You're choosing. You're choosing your most empowered self. The Empress always chooses love, unconditional love. Otherwise, she's not the Empress. Okay, you made your choice. And it's a good choice. And it's the choice that benefits you, in love or otherwise, as a human being. And it gets you out of this nastiness. When you turn this away, I don't think you intended to be in a position to ask yourself, I'm not happy and I don't know why I didn't choose it. What we can do is make the decisions that are best for us at the time. So that's why I asked you, whatever this was, this exiting moon, this unexpected star, did it change you? And that's how you know. And now you know. You're showing me something soon that suggests you'll be engaging with it, and as you do, it helps and heals you. The opposite of rejecting that investment in your opening. Okay. LN, the medallion of Sag, the feather, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also light as a feather. Light touch, a breeze. Okay. Virgo, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.